The SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats a company deals with when they analyze a situation. Let's learn more about it. The SWOT analysis is an overall evaluation of the company's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The SWOT analysis measures on two axes. The first one is internal or external, if something is within or outside of the company, and if the impact that that situation will have on the company is positive or negative. Strengths include capabilities, resources, and positive situational factors that may help the company serve its customers and achieve its objectives. Weaknesses include internal limitations and negative situational factors that may interfere with the company's performance and ability to achieve its objectives. Opportunities are favorable external and favorable factors or trends in the environment that the company may be able to exploit to its advantage. Finally, threats are currently unfavorable external factors or trends that may be representing challenges for the company's performance. Now that you have all the details, let's see why we want to use the SWOT analysis and why it is important and when to use it. As a side note, you don't need to take any notes of definitions I give in this video about the SWOT and other marketing concepts. In the links down below in the description, there is a link where you can download the free dictionary I created. You have all the definitions of all the marketing terms that I use in this video. Feel free to download it. Companies need to pay attention to marketing and management. This is the point to begin with. When you do that, when analyzing the marketing process, it has to take into account the following processes: analysis, planning, implementation, organization, and control. A company must develop what are called wide strategic plans. Basically, what those are plans for the future, and they need to translate those plans for every department, every division, and every product of the company. This is called planning. Through implementation and organization, the company turns the plans into action. Finally, they control, so they measure and evaluate the results of the marketing activities, and if it's needed, they take control with corrective actions. In the end, through marketing analysis, the company obtains information and evaluations that are needed for all the other marketing activities within the company. Here, in this point, marketeers perform the SWOT analysis, because what they want to do is that they want to match the opportunities with the strengths of the company, while eliminating or overcoming the weaknesses and minimizing the threats. Basically, what they do, the company checks the opportunities which are external to the company, they are existing in the markets, and they want to match the opportunities with the strengths which are internal, so the strengths of the company, because they want to generate profit, they want to take advantage of any opportunities there are in the market, and when they decide to do that, they can allocate their resources better and in order to generate more profit. When you allocate the resources in such a way that you minimize the costs and you reduce the risks. If something is too dangerous, so those are the threats, they are external to the company, the threats, and they know that they have a weakness that is internal, they don't want to match the weakness with the threat because that would be a great danger for the company. They want to avoid that at all costs. So because of that, they need to know all the weaknesses they have and all the threats within the market, so they know how to stay away from that. The way you use the SWOT analysis is by filling it in each department, each the strengths, opportunities, weaknesses, and the threats for a company. So you need to analyze, to have an internal analysis of the company to discover your strengths. You have to have a market research to discover the opportunities as well as for weaknesses and threats. And in order to understand that better, let's see an example. Let's look at the example of the SWOT analysis for Apple. Everybody knows Apple, it's a big company, and they have analyzed all those previously mentioned. So when looking at the strengths, they have a strong brand and loyal customers. That is 100% correct. Everybody knows Apple. This means that they have a strong brand, and most of the times once somebody gets an iPhone or a MacBook or, well, whatever, a laptop from Apple, they tend to continue buying. So that is the loyalty of the customers. Now they also have a financial strength and profitability. You may wonder, how is profitability and financial statements a strength for the company? Well, it's a resource they have, because they can invest those resources, that money and profitability they have. The fact that they have a good financial situation that they know of, they can invest money in other companies, they can invest money in developing their products, and if they also can afford losing money. Because if they launch a new product and they want to make it popular for some reason, they can actually afford losing money just to take a competitor out of the market, for example. This is why being profitable and having strong financial power is a strength of the company. Let's also look at the weaknesses of Apple company. They know that they have limited customization. They know that their products are expensive, so the company knows where they stand in the market. Looking at opportunities, there is increased focus on content streaming services as well as leveraging its strong brand image to enter new markets. Basically, they look at the real world, what happens outside their company. They see that streaming is a big thing nowadays and they can focus on that. That is an opportunity for them to sell more products and obtain more profit. So going on, you see that as an opportunity to enter a new market. I think everybody on the internet heard about the Apple car, right? Everybody wants an Apple car. And why? Because they have a good brand image. Everybody thinks that if Apple would have to design and produce a car, it would probably be a good car. Well, this is why they have the strength of financial and profitability. They can invest money in developing such a product if they would ever come out with a car, and they know that they have loyal customers. So basically they know that it doesn't matter that even if they would be facing a great cost and maybe a loss, they would still have a loyal customer, or actually a market of loyal customers that would buy a product no matter what, even if it's a new laptop, a new phone, a car, or whatever they want to create. They know about their brand that is so strong, everybody will hear about the car and the customers that are loyal to the company will buy it. So that can minimize the risk for the company. Looking at threats, there is the battle against counterfeit. Counterfeit in this case is a threat. And it is a threat not because there are any other companies that produce look-alike products like Apple. It's because their weakness is to have expensive products. So that means that consumers actually are more inclined to go and buy a counterfeit that would be cheaper than the original product. And this would be a case when a threat would combine with a weakness and they want to avoid that at all costs. Actually, what a company wants is to have a threat and a weakness combined and somehow transform it into an opportunity for them that would match with a strength in order to obtain profit out of that. How they can do that? Well, there is a team, an entire department of marketing that thinks about it every day. So for your company, in order to create the SWOT analysis, you need to look at 4 things: at the strengths and opportunities you have, at the weaknesses and threats, and you need to fill in all of these. In order to determine the opportunities and strengths, you need to do market research, and in order to determine the strengths and weaknesses, you need to do an internal audit or an internal research of the company. Basically, you need to think about them. If you don't have the money to do that, you need to think which would be the strengths and the opportunities for a company like yours and fill in the metrics. I hope this video helped you to understand the SWOT analysis better. If it did, like the video, subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below in the comment section because it helps me with the YouTube algorithm. You know how it is nowadays. If you would like to learn more about marketing, there are many videos in the description down below that you can check. Here will also appear some videos because remember, the SWOT analysis is just a part of a main chapter in marketing that is called the marketing mix and marketing strategies. If you'd like to learn more about that, there are videos on my channel. Feel free to check them. I hope this video helped you. I will see you at the next one. Bye.